Well, hello there, my love. Welcome to another episode of our coaching corner here on YouTube. My name is Sabrina Militello. I am a coach and founder of Empower Her Coaching. And my mission, the whole reason this channel exists, the whole reason that you'll find me here every week giving you these coaching moments is to help you fully understand that the single greatest obstacle you will ever confront in your life is you. And the good news about that is that if you're the biggest obstacle, you can also get out of the way, right? You can also be your greatest solution. And that's what I'm here to help you understand and fully step into, fully embody for that big, beautiful life that you want to bring about. All right. So today we're going to talk about why your goals feel impossible for you, and actually how to make them inevitable for you. One of the greatest taglines that I have, it's kind of the foundation and the root of my business, it's the through line of everything that I do, is your success is inevitable if you don't quit. And I truly believe that. It has been the guiding light in my own growth and transformation process. It has been what has got me through some really, really hard times as I've gone along this journey. It's what I instill in my clients as they too climb their own mountains. And it's what I want you to fully understand today. Your success is inevitable if you don't quit. And there's a couple of reasons why your goals feel impossible right now. I'm actually going to give you two sides of this coin and then help you make them feel inevitable. There we go. There's the sentence. We'll round it out by how you can make them feel inevitable, how you can make them inevitable and really embody that foundational belief. All right. So the first reason why your goals, the goals that you may have set for 2025, maybe you're in the process as we head towards the end of the year of setting goals for your new year in 2026, or whatever year it is that you're watching this. Maybe you set some intentions, you set some goals, and perhaps you're not on your way to achieving them. Perhaps they feel even further away than they ever have. Maybe you've had the same goal for the last 5 years. I know I have. I've had the same goal for the last 5 years and it still hasn't come to fruition for me. So I understand, I'm with you. But here's why your goal may feel impossible to you, whereas it feels inevitable to me. We're both dealing with the same kind of gap in our reality, right? But our mindset might be completely different. And here's why your goal may feel impossible to you. First piece of this is that you're not an identity match for what you want. You're not I've got some notes here to keep me on track. Your identity doesn't yet match what it is that you want. And notice I said yet match, right? Your identity doesn't match yet. And that's something that you can work on. That's something that I hope you will put the time, energy, and effort into, is to shifting your identity, raising your vibration, raising your frequency so that you get into this inevitable match with everything that you call forward. And if you're not into identity work, maybe you think this is a little bit woo-woo, I want you to truly understand the impact of wanting something, really like wishing and hoping and praying for something, and then everything that you're doing is taking you in the opposite direction of where that thing lies. That's what I mean by not being an identity match. For example, if you've got the goal of losing 100 pounds and wearing this, maybe you've got a bikini in mind for this vacation. I remember when I was on my weight loss journey, so I've lost over 100 pounds. It's about 104 pounds is where we're at right now. I remember when I was still like in the deep depths of that process, I don't know, like 90s or early 2000s R&B is my jam, right? And there's a particular video, I think it's the Beyonce and Jay-Z video, Crazy in Love, and she's wearing a Burberry bikini. She's wearing a Burberry bikini in this video. And I remember I remember watching this music video. First of all, what is a music video nowadays? So I'm aging myself big style. But I was watching this music video and I was like, oh my gosh, one, she looks amazing, and two, what would it be like to own a Burberry bikini, like a designer bikini? Not only because it's designer, but actually like to wear a bikini. Because I weighed 256 pounds, like there wasn't any bikini body happening over here for me, right? So maybe you've got a picture like that in your mind of a bikini, an outfit, a dress, whatever that you want to wear on a vacation. Maybe your wedding is coming up. Maybe you've got a big family event. Maybe it's just something that you want to do for you, and you picture it in your mind, this weight loss number, this outfit that you're wearing, walking out into this space, and you're just like, bam, you're dripping in confidence because of what you've been able to do for your health, for your figure, for all of it, right? But then everything that you're doing, like you come to a Monday and you say, okay, this is the week that I'm going to build some momentum. I'm going for it. And then by Wednesday, you've given up. There's been temptation around the office, maybe. Maybe somebody brought in birthday cake for somebody and you found yourself wolfing down more than one slice. Maybe your girlfriend called you and was like, we need a girls' night. Let's go and have dinner and have drinks and dance and whatever. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And it completely throws you off because not only did you not make the best choices at dinner, you drank a lot, which meant you had a crappy night's sleep, which meant you wake up the next day, maybe with a hangover, but definitely sleep deprived. And so you make more poor nutritional choices and it just spirals. Maybe that's where you find yourself. So you are not currently a match for the future that you want to envision. Can you see that? The identity you have, somebody who gives into temptation, somebody who can't say no to the treats. That's something that I said to myself all the time. I went through years, I'm talking over a decade, of not allowing junk food, chocolate, treats, things like that into my house. Unless it was, I went out to buy them to consume them on that day, but we couldn't have food like that in the house because I couldn't control myself around treats. So I wasn't a match for everything that I wanted to call forward, right? So I want you to truly get where it is that you are not quite the version of yourself who can live into that reality, live into that future. And understand that that's why your goals may feel so impossible for you right now, because you're not, you yourself are moving in the opposite direction of where it is you say you want to go because of lack of willpower, lack of motivation, but it truly is just poor management of your mind that is not allowing you to traverse the identity gap and actually become a match for everything that you want. So that's side of the coin, part one, right? Another reason why your goals may feel impossible for you right now is because you're not actually taking consistent steps to making them a reality. You're not in motion towards your goals. You say you want those things. You say you want financial freedom. You say you want to build that business. You say you want to create impact and influence in your life. You say that you want more freedom or more vitality, more confidence and joy in your life, but you're not taking the action necessary to create that in your life. Can you see that? Can you understand how that would make what you're wanting feel impossible when you're not actually taking any steps towards it? It's almost like, I remember I used to have a recurring dream. There was I'd be in this black space. I don't know if you've watched Stranger Things, but you know when Eleven goes into somebody's mind and it's like a black void, and then she just sees that person doing whatever they're doing in that space. Have you seen that show? So it was like that. My dream was like that, where it was just a black void space, and I'd look straight ahead and there was like a doorway, door frame, like a mile. I could see it, but it was like a mile down this stretch in this abyss, and there was nothing else around. So I would run toward this doorway. I'd run toward the doorway. I'd get there. I'd like go to grab the handle and it would disappear. And I'd look to my right and there's a door, another door frame. Again, another mile down, and I would have no choice but to run towards that. I'd get there, put my hand on the doorknob and it's gone. I'd look to the right and there's another one. a mile away. And that was a recurring dream that I had for a solid 20 years. I don't know what that says about me, but for a solid 20 years, I haven't had that dream probably in about 6 or 7 years, now that I come to think about it. But that was 20 years of my life. I had that dream at least 3 or 4 times a month. And it always felt so impossible. Like I would be crying, I'd be exhausted, just running, exhausted, hoping and wishing that this doorway would stay and I'd be able to get out of this space. But every single time the door would disappear and I'd have to run towards the next one. And while it felt impossible that I was ever going to get out of here, because I was running towards the next doorway, it felt as if maybe this time there was still hope. Can you understand what I'm saying? So being in action, being in motion towards what it is that you want gives you the ability to feel as if there's momentum happening, there's progress happening, and that instills hope in you that then can fuel your subsequent actions. So perhaps that's the reason why your goals feel impossible right now, is because you're not actually taking any steps towards them. Think about that. So one reason why your goals may feel impossible for you right now is that you're not an identity match for them yet. The second reason is that you're not taking any consistent steps towards them yet. So how do you make your goals feel inevitable? Well, number one, let's attack these two things, right? You have to become an identity match for all that you want. You have to become somebody who can achieve the things that you want, a woman who is capable of holding everything that you're striving for. You have to become a frequency match. You have to raise your vibration. You have to identify with the thing that you're wanting to create. So there's identity work that needs to be done, right? A lot of my clients really dive deep into identity work. It's a cornerstone of the coaching programming that I have, my signature coaching methodology, as well as what I do with my one-on-one clients, my group coaching programming, what I share with you for free on my social media outlets. It's really important that you pour energy, effort, and attention into who you believe yourself to be. Jenna Kutcher once said, it wasn't Jenna Kutcher, it was Jamie Kern-Lima. She said, you will never outperform who you believe yourself to be. You will never outachieve who you believe yourself to be. You will never manifest, I guess, what you believe yourself to be capable of, or what you believe to be possible for you. So upgrading your belief system is so crucial. And how do you go about doing that? You have to start taking action, right? You have to start doing the things that you say you want to do, even when it's messy, even when it's imperfect, even when you don't know if you can, even when you're tired, even when you're frustrated, even when you don't feel like it. You have to start following through on the promises, the commitments that you make to yourself. That's the single most straightforward way of starting to shift your identity. You have to start showing up as someone who can achieve the things that you're out here trying to achieve, somebody who can hold everything that you want to hold. And the best way to do that is to prove to yourself that you're capable of it. Up level your skill set. Go and get skilled, right? If you're wanting to start your business and reach more people and gain more of an audience on social media so that you have potential customers and clients to market to, go and get educated on how to attract your ideal audience. Get educated on how to upgrade your marketing skills. Get educated on your public speaking ability. Get educated on how to write in a way that people will read. All these things are about upgrading yourself in all capacity, right? Upgrade your skills, upgrade your belief, work on your mindset, work on your relationship with yourself. All of these things will help you in that identity journey so that you can become a match for everything it is that you say that you want. All right, so that's part one. The second piece of that coin of how to make your goals feel inevitable when we're talking about getting into action around your goals is to start taking daily action towards what you say you want. If that is putting some time in to study, if that is sending the email, sending the DM, making the post on social media, putting work into your website, developing your skills around whatever it is that you're putting out there into the world. Maybe it's having the tough conversation with your spouse. Maybe it's up-leveling your parenting skills. Maybe it's healing. Whatever it is that you need to do to be taking daily action in the direction of the goals that you have, but more importantly, the woman you want to be, do it and commit to doing that consistently. Because one, that will have you moving into that identity work, right? It will be an inevitable result of that. But two, I strongly believe in the compound effect, that the action that you take today may not amount to much by tomorrow. It may not amount to much by next week. It may not amount to much by 3 weeks from now, but maybe 4 weeks from now, maybe 2 months from now, maybe a year from now, maybe 18 months from now, perhaps 5 years from now, you'll look back at all of the work that you did on that daily, consistent basis, and you look at the reality you're living and you'll be like, wow. I truly believe in the compound effect because of where my life is right now. It's a blueprint, kind of perfect example of the compound effect in action. I've had my own business for 15 years and growing and scaling that in various guises and versions of what it looks like, and starting new businesses and scaling down old ones and up-leveling ones that have existed for a while. Through all of that process, the compound effect is what I'm living right now. It didn't happen after a year, and in a lot of the ways it didn't happen after 5 years. In one of my businesses, it didn't happen until the 10th year. The 10th year is where I'm starting to see growth, possibility for unparalleled expansion, something that I never would have considered could be possible when I started it 10 years ago. And it's now in this year, the 10th year, that it's happening. So I truly want you to understand, as you work towards building your dreams, taking action every day, that it's probably not going to happen on the timeline that you would prefer. It's probably going to be a little bit harder than you anticipate it being, and it's probably going to ask for more from you than you ever thought possible. But that big, beautiful, extraordinary life full of freedom, vitality, confidence, joy, isn't that worth it? Isn't it worth it to go through the hard today of carving out that future so that you can live the rest of your days in exactly everything that you imagine and hope for? I would say yes. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm doing what I do, is because my life is an example of that. And I want to instill that same level of staying power in you so that you too can experience the life that you most want. I hope this served you, really helping you understand why your goals feel impossible for you right now and how to make them feel inevitable. Dive into that identity work. Start taking consistent daily action towards your goals, and the compound effect is something that you'll see play out in real time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoyed this and it really served you, give it a thumbs up. Perhaps consider subscribing to the channel so you get notified of new drops when they happen every week. I would love to hear your comments. Shoot one in the comment section below, or perhaps send me a DM. Let me know what you thought of it. There's a link in the show notes down here for you to download my newest free resource. It's called the Keeping Your Promises Playbook, and it really ties into that taking consistent action every day piece of this puzzle that we've been talking about. So click on that link below. You'll be able to get into that free mini, it's like a mini course on my course platform, absolutely free access for you. And hopefully I can help you deeper down the line of calling forward everything that you want. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you later.